Good afternoon, Bright Eyes. Yeah, a little bit late start today. It's because it's not really a hiking day, but I did work on my pack, my full backpack, that is for bigger adventures, for this summer. And I had to look at new gear, evaluate old gear, move this in, out, does it fit, blah, blah. Anyways, we got the pack in there. No food really, but enough for me to try it out, because I had to get a new one. We had some defects with the one previously, but kudos to Hyperlight Mountain Gear for their help, and appreciate that. So we're going to go on a little short bridge, and I know your burning question today is, what is a DAMYTH? And so we're going to cover that later on, but come on along with me first, and we'll talk later. All right, happy trails. Hey, welcome back. So this is dispatch. We just made it up to Lizard Lake on the Blanchard Block, also run by the Washington Department of Natural Resources. Really pretty area. Most people know about it because of Oyster Dome. I don't tend to go there, just too many people, but still a beautiful place. And I've taken my pack with me, fully loaded. You can't see it here. We'll come back to it. But that's to try it out and get used to the new gear and so forth. And that's because a couple of weeks I'm going to Oregon to hike a section of trail. Now, how does that relate to the topic at hand? We'll get back to that. But the main topic, the pressing question is, what is a DAMYTH? So to give you an explanation of a DAMYTH, I think we need to just make sure you know some basic acronyms that are very popular in the thru hiker lexicon. And that would be things like, well, the CDT, that's the Continental Divide Trail, and the PCT, that's the Pacific Crest Trail. A thru hiker is a person who's usually doing the trail, one of those, in one go, usually a year. But you can still complete the trail in sections. We call those section hikers because they are hiking a section of trail. And so in essence, you can string together a bunch of section hikes to complete a trail. You can even do longer than section hikes. Section hikes being usually a few days or more, But if you want to go like for weeks on end, we usually call that a lash, being a long ass section hike, LASH. Well, you can do a trail. I am doing a MYTH, a myth, multi-year through hike of lashes and other sections to complete a trail. But not just one trail. I'm trying to complete 2 trails. The PCT and the CDT in a series of lashes over a number of years, but alternating between the 2. And thus is the term Dispatch's new addition to the lexicon of through hiker language, the DAMYTH. DAMYTH, otherwise known as the dual alternating multi-year through hike. Came up with this concept a few years back during the pandemic when I did the section from the Canadian border on the Pacific Crest Trail, Northern Terminus down to Harts Pass, part of a loop. And I said, I'm going to do this trail eventually, but didn't know when. Well, 2 years later, I decided to hand in my retirement notice and do both the Continental Divide Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail. So I started in, really, part 0 was that section from Harts down, from the border down to Harts. And then part 1 was the Continental Divide Trail, was planned to do through all New Mexico. I got up to Cuba, had to skip a small section, but then they closed the forest. So that was the end of part 1 in April and May of 22, and then July of 22, I started from Harts Pass south on the PCT, made it to Sayad Valley. Had to skip a section in Oregon, which is the one I'm going to come back and do in a few weeks. And then in last year, 23, I went back to New Mexico to finish the sections I had missed due to injury and the fire closure, now up to Cumbres Pass. And then I went back in July of 23 to hike from Sayad Valley down south into the Sierra Nevada, to Sonora Pass, a little premature ending, but still nonetheless a lash. And that's where I stand right now. So welcome to the Dispatch DAMYTH. everyone. Welcome back. Made it. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this little short loop hike, a little breakdown hike of my new pack and some other new gear just to see what it's like. We're here at the Upper Blanchard parking lot. Thanks to the DNR's effort a few years ago, we finally got an outhouse. Good job, guys. As a reminder, this place also being on DNR land, you need a Discover Pass to park here, or a day pass. And if you want a Discover Pass, don't forget, 3 Washington Trails Associates day cruise that are on DNR land equals 1 Discover Pass annual for all the Washington State parks on DNR land. So keep that in mind. In the meantime, by the time you see this, I'll either be in the process of or will have completed the Oregon Mop-Up PCT section. So please stay tuned for that, and wish me luck along my DAMYTH. Happy trails, everyone.